I'm Becky.
I'm Francesca,
And welcome to Keeping It Real.
Becky, do you know what's been living in my head recently and I need to shake it or
Yep.
do something about it?
Yep.
I don't know about you, but I've always got an internal dialogue. It's always going on. I'm doing
Always.
housework, chat.
Yeah.
It drives me mad.
Try to listen to people, but it's still going.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And I've noticed sometimes it takes me a second longer than I say most people to answer when someone asks me something because I'm deciding something. Oh my gosh. So anyway, that wasn't what I was going to say. What I was going to say was the latest thing that's been chatting away in there is whenever I hear the words work-life balance, I instantly picture someone, possibly office job, quite demanding career, bringing the laptop home, and that's the like work-life balance, like being able to shut off once you come home type thing. Or if you do have work at home, you can still go to children's things, still spend time, you know, not working when you're on holiday, actual holiday and stuff like that. But actually, work-life balance applies to absolutely everybody.
Everyone.
And it looks different to us all, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But what happened then was I really quickly skipped to, actually, it's not just work-life balance. It's being a mum and being me, being a wife and being me, being a friend, but running a business. And actually, where do I fit into all that? Because I've instantly thought, exactly, we come bottom, don't we?
Yeah.
My instant thought to that work-life balance is that life is my family and my household.
Yeah.
But then what about me?
Yeah.
Like, as being a mum, you do put yourself last.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's things that you do and that's normal.
Yeah.
But then there's things that we do that we maybe shouldn't.
Yeah.
But then we feel guilty.
Yeah. I am one for the guilt all the time. I am very... My kids were saying yesterday, to be fair, that why don't you have a break at work, mummy? And I was like, well, if I have a break, I earn less money. And they were like, Evie turned around and said to me, mummy, you're always tired when you come home from work, though, and I'd rather have you have a break than have money.
For your 9-year-old to say that to you, that's quite a stab in the heart, isn't it?
Yeah. I was like, and she's talking about Saturdays, to be fair. Saturdays are always busy for me.
That's the hairdresser world, isn't it?
It's that job, yeah. But it hurt a little bit. And then I got the mum guilt then, and I was like, oh, I'm such a bad mum.
Oh.
And really, if someone told me that, I'd be like, you're not a bad mum.
No, absolutely. That's what I'm saying now in my head.
I am, yeah. But I am very much, I'm a bad parent.
No.
Yeah.
Totally not.
And then Jake gets upset on a Saturday if I'm going to work and I've got to go to work. I
remember them dropping you off at my wedding venue and feeling guilty because the little faces had dropped you off to me when actually it was the weekend.
Yeah.
But that's hairdresser life, isn't it? Unfortunately.
And if you want holidays and you want KCFT as they always do, then I've got to go to work. That's what we do.
And I think that is something that is right. You do need to do that.
Yeah.
So how do you sort of combat that with them? What do you do in your own head and what do you say to them?
Yesterday I said nothing.
Yeah, well,
yesterday I was like, yes,
I
will start having a break on Saturday. So then when I do come home, we can do stuff. It is hard because I have worked late Saturday as well. I have started finishing earlier on a Saturday so that I've got time to go home and do stuff.
Yeah.
Obviously, we have Sundays together.
Because it can be into the evening, your work time, can't it?
Yeah. Saturdays, that's what Saturdays were. I was doing 8:30 till 6.
Oh.
And I was getting home at 6. And I was like, I'm having my Chinese and going to bed. Have
you been standing up all day?
Yeah. So I have started finishing earlier on Saturday for them. But the last 2, obviously, I've worked late, just catching up from Christmas and...
Yeah, there'll be times when you do that, and that's suppose what you can say. It's only my catch-up from Christmas or in the run-up to. Yeah. And then you might have the next few weeks where you can come away at 4 or 5 o'clock maybe.
Yeah.
And
we always do stuff on a Sunday. Sunday's like our family day.
Oh, good.
Jake went through a phase at one point he wouldn't go to school on a Monday because he didn't like school anymore. And I was like, it's not that you don't like school, it's that you've had such a good day on Sunday that you want that to carry on a Monday. But me and your dad are going back to work. Yeah. Who likes a Monday?
If you've had a really good weekend, it feels bad. Even if you love your job.
Yeah.
It's like, oh no, I didn't want that little bubble to burst.
Yeah. And we do have, like, he'll have football sometimes on a Sunday morning, but we do make sure that we do stuff on a Sunday all together. We'll play games, we'll have a day out, whatever.
Yeah, lovely.
But yeah, he did go through a phase of not liking school. And he didn't want to go to school anymore, and school's horrible.
Oh my
And it turned out it was just we worked out that it were every Monday. And I'm like, is it the fact that we've had such a good day Sunday that then on a Monday you just want it to carry on? But you can have Monday off, but we're not.
Oh gosh, my eldest in year 9, she's saying at the moment that she wishes she could just keep going through the weekend. It's like, what are you talking about? You tell me that you don't like school. You cry going to school. Why do you not want the weekend? She says, because she can't bear that feeling of it then ending and then it's not long enough. And I was like, oh my gosh. And you just know that you just got to get through it. And she doesn't realise that, well, she's like halfway through year 9. She's only got year 10 and then half of year 11 and then exams.
Yeah.
And I know that's school done. She will go on to do other college things. She wants to do other things, but she doesn't realise that the way school is at the moment, it's just what she got a year and a half.
Yeah.
It's amazing that she's only got that left, but to a 13-year-old, it's forever, isn't it?
Yeah. And then they didn't want to go back in January, and I was like, look, pal, you've got this till you're like 16 at least. Like,
yeah, but at least post-collegey stuff, they've chosen the subject. She actually says she can't wait for that. And the other people will have chosen it as well.
Yeah.
Even when they've done their options for GCSEs in year 10, people in drama will have chosen drama, because I think there's a lot of messing about at the moment. It gets her down. She knows she's missing out on stuff where the teacher has to stop the class. It's really annoying. But she says, well, those people in year 10 will have chosen to be there.
Yeah.
And there's still going to be behaviour. Gosh.
Yeah, oh yeah.
But I think it'll be better.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. So, yeah, that's really tricky. Oh my gosh, my little two, though, for school. Yesterday, 9-year-old just collapsed onto the floor, so I couldn't carry her in.
Oh, like a dead body.
I got her in the first door, so at least she was indoors and not in the puddles the snow's left behind. Today's swimming, so she wasn't too bad, and we went in a little bit early. If we get there like 5-10 minutes before the doors open, they will let her in and she can do a job with the teacher. Good, so that's quite a nice little bit of problem solving from school, actually, because
you go home and feel guilty then that you've left her.
Oh, always. I've walked back up that road with tears in my eyes, knowing that it's not that I have done something wrong. It is just school. And remembering being the child like that as well. They didn't know that I was like that, but I was, and I hated it. So having those feelings as memories and thinking I'm doing that to them is really horrible.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Tristan, our 6-year-old, is doing exactly the same, because some of it is seen.
Yeah.
Some of it, I think, is him as well. But I do think he'd have got over that quicker if she wasn't as bad. But that's not her fault.
It's weird that he hadn't realised that she's still going to school. She's not. It's not like you take her home and she gets pampered at home then.
No.
She's still going to go to school, whether she cries, melts down, acts like a dead body on the floor.
Because when they are not in that frame of mind, they're really reasonable. You can have they understand quite grown up conversations, and she does especially. So you would think that, I've even said, if we just have a nice hug and you walk in, or I have to pull you in, which I don't like having to do. The teacher has to hold you, which they don't like having to do to you, but it's to keep you safe.
Yeah.
You're still going in.
Yeah.
So why are we doing this?
Yeah. You're not winning.
No, they've never done
that. One of my friends at school, her little boy used to do it. He wouldn't go to school. And we had a little bit of a thing, because we'd used to pass each other in
the playground, like outside?
Yeah, outside. So I park a bit further away from school and she walks out there. And we had a little bit of a thing where I give him an high five if he's done a good job. So she's doing the same at the minute. She doesn't want to go to school and she's crying every morning. So like yesterday morning I was like, Bethany, how's it been going? And she just smiles at me and my friend's like, I'm like, who's picking you up at 3:15? And she goes, Mummy. And I go, is Mummy going to be there at 3:15? Yeah. And I think that's the thing for her, that she thinks that she's not going to come back. And she's never not picked her up. She's never been there.
Exactly. Me too. You'd expect that in nursery, though.
that she ain't gonna pick her up.
Oh.
So every morning I'm like, you're not having a night 5 today then, because she didn't go in yesterday. So this morning I saw her and I said, how did it go yesterday? And she went in. I went, come here then, because I was like, come here, you can have your high 5 today. And she gave me a high 5. I like, are you doing the same today? And she was like, and I like, straight in, because who's going to pick you up at 3:15? And she was like, Mummy. I was like, exactly. I said, you go in, you have a brilliant day, and then Mummy will come and get you. And then that works
to
for
us,
her.
that's really tiny, but to her, she'd be like, get such a buzz from getting that off another grown-up. Another mummy said, I've done so well. I think that's lovely.
Thing with other one, she messaged me to thank me one day. She was like, if it weren't for you, I don't know what I'd do, because I feel horrible every morning.
I do.
That I've kind of like shoved him into school and he's crying his eyes out and begging her not to go. And I was like, look, if an high 5 works, and I'd sometimes take him a packet of sweets on a Friday, you know, just a little Haribo. But to him, he couldn't wait for Friday then, because he wanted that packet of sweets on a Friday. And I was like, if it helps you for 5 minutes on a morning, like, I'd want that too. Like, I'd want someone to help me out. Like, I don't want to go home and feel horrible that I've
You see how much of a good mum you are. You're even spreading that love to other people's children.
You just don't feel it yourself sometimes.
No, but in this moment now, you know that you're a good mum, because you are.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
But I think that is a thing with me, that I am very self-critical.
In all aspects of your life.
Yeah, but I do find that working in salon, obviously, other people are like that. Like, it is normal. It is not normal. We shouldn't be self-critical. But I'm not the only one that has been like, I'm such my parents went to work. Like, what do I do? Do I stay at home? Do I not make money? Do I cut my hours down? And
because then they could say you're a bad parent because you're not taking them on any holidays, even a little trip in this country.
Yeah.
Then they could say you're a bad parent because you can't afford for them to go on all the extra little trips. And I know that some of them aren't expensive. They've got a workshop coming up at our school, and they've asked for £10. Absolutely. If they just get £10 from each parent, they can run the most fantastic workshop. But what if, like, I've got 3, you've got 2, they all do something like that. What if then I can't afford that? So I'm then that bad parent. Or they go in with a minimal packed lunch and their friends have got really good, so you could say that about any part of being a mum. You're going to feel guilty. You feel guilty, don't you, if you, I don't know, you go on a long journey and your baby's nappy's dirty when you get there. You didn't know. No. They didn't cry. And you're just like, I'm the worst mum in the world. No, you've taken them on a nice holiday.
You just had a trip. And it's fine. But you do, I think you do. I think we all do. But I always say to people as well, I think part of it is that we need to think about ourselves as well. We need to have that time where we go get our hair done, we go get our nails done, we go for a walk.
Yes.
My sister-in-law, she goes for walks, and she likes to get steps in and stuff, and sometimes she will take kids, but sometimes she'll go with a friend, and that's her little thing of getting out and having a bit of time for her. Having her time. You don't have to go get your nails.
Mental space to think and have a thought pattern is important, I think, as well. I do that with walks with friends, or even sometimes Mark with a C, will come home a bit early from work and we're like, we've got an hour before school run, let's do the walk. We set our Stravas because then I can look at the little map and go, and it tells me how many steps just in that walk, and it feels like an achievement. We've had a conversation that hasn't been broken by them needing us. Sometimes we can be on a family day trip and we'll get in the car at the end of the day and I think, I haven't even looked at him. We've been we're crossing the road, watch that dog poo. Right, there's a truck coming, just stand here and don't go too close to the edge, or we're sitting on the sand and we're playing or whatever, and it's nice, but it's all about the kids. And as parents, that's what we're doing. We're not Mark and Francesca, we're keeping that back because we're being parents. But going on that little walk for that little hour is like a little bit of a, we've had that nice time together. We might get a coffee and walk with that. And then, or I do it with a friend as well. I've got a little group where we go together, and then there's another friend that we sort of fit it in around our different work schedules. We'll sometimes randomly have like a Tuesday afternoon. Sometimes it just works different ways with everybody's different work schedules. And that's really lovely because we just chat.
And I think you need that. I think I do find it hard sometimes to get that motivation to do it.
Right, okay.
Like I said this year, I'm going to start on a Wednesday afternoon taking the dog for a walk. Well, me and her just go for a nice walk, but then I get home and I'm like, I just can't be arsed.
But once you get out the door,
I feel amazing.
It's so much better, isn't it?
There's been times where Mark's gone, I'll take kids and dog for a walk, and I'll have a day, like an hour or so in, and then I force myself to go out, being like, no, we'll go for a small one. We'll go for a little one. And then once I'm out, I'm like, we'll just go down there. And we'll go down there.
Exciting.
We're not that far from Oak Hall, so we'll go around Oak Hall and we'll come back under bridge, and we end up doing like a 5 hour
15 miles.
One day we didn't come back till it was dark.
That's amazing.
Yeah, we'd walked so far. Yeah, we'd gone so far, and we'd literally just chatted, and kids had been in front and been chatting, and then it was just so nice. But I think for me is that motivation to do it, to do something for yourself. Yeah, I think that's my thing. Yeah. Like, because it's not for anybody else, it's for me.
It feels a bit like it's got to go on the back burner because, well, I need to cook that, I need to clean that, I need to plan that. If it's work, so I need to plan that. I need to any other commitments, my own needs will come. I mean, I do go and get my nails done, but I make sure that's fit in round school day and work. That doesn't come first. I'm just lucky that I happen to have a Tuesday morning sometimes. So it's really, really tricky. It's horrible, isn't it? But I think we are all in the same boat on that one. I think
what were your little saying you said a while ago? We're in the same.
I saw it in lockdown. Somebody put it on social media during the first lockdown, and it said, and I think it still applies, and it applies to everyone now. We're all in the same storm, but we're not all in the same boat. Because obviously some people have a much stronger, bigger, richer boat. It's not all down to money, but it's certainly
some have got a little kayak.
Exactly.
I think I'm on a kayak.
Some are all on their own in the boat. Some have got a really good support network in their ship, and and I think that was like, wow, that doesn't just apply to lockdown anymore. I think that really is the case. But like for my work, everyone that comes in that door is from a completely different place of life, but they've had a baby. So we can join on that common factor. But they're all different types of jobs, different places. I often find where we live is quite common for people to have moved to later in life. Access to Leeds. Leeds is a good access to London.
I found that.
I don't think I've got one of my actual friends. None of us are actually Maulians.
Oh, really? Devil dear. All my life.
So I do have a Maulian friend.
You've got a Maulian friend. I mean, I live in Trig now, but
my gosh,
Morley's work, and
that's part of our walk that we do. We go through there.
It's not far.
Which is just really interesting, and so you just see different people all the time. So we are all very different and have different ways of what we want our life to look like. Like the word perfect shouldn't exist. It should only be what your version is, all that kind of thing. That's like all on the podcast. But we can have that hour with our babies and just be like, this is
you're all together, and
you just want to bond with your baby. Exactly. It's
really
lovely.
Found I don't remind me saying this. I know that Erica struggles sometimes with stuff, so I found now that if I message her and send her a little positive that helps me as well. I think
giving somebody that word of encouragement.
Even like I messaged the other day and I was like, you're amazing, you're doing an amazing job, please have a drink. Because I know she doesn't drink enough, and I'm the same. When I'm at salon, I forget to drink. Unless it's on my desk and I do my big Stanley one.
With the times. Drink this by 10.
We just sending that little message, and she messaged me later on and she was like, you don't realise how much that helped me. And I think I am a people pleaser. But that makes me feel better as well. Then if I send someone a little message, even just to say, have a bloody drink, Erica, you're doing a good job, but please have a drink. That made me feel better too, as well as her.
And to have support from you as the salon owner will mean even more. Because she's getting that support from you. I think it depends who you are in that person's life as well. I sometimes get messages, and this has happened throughout the whole 4 years of Zen Babies. Every so often, say like every other course maybe, I'll get a message from somebody who's feeling really nervous to come.
Yeah.
And they'll actually say, I don't think I can come.
Yeah.
And then I'll send a message. I might even send pictures of what the setup looks like.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it's the fear of the unknown. And now suddenly you're doing it with a tiny baby that you're going to feel judged about if they cry.
Yeah.
How are you feeding them when it's not like that at all? And I
Yeah.
remember that. That's
what are they
real.
wearing?
Yeah, my gosh. What the mum's going to be like? Are they all already friends and I'm going to sit there on my own?
Yeah.
No, totally. So I spend a lot of time making sure that I can describe everything, send those people those messages, or even I'll just give them a call, because once you've spoken to the lady that runs it, so once I've spoken to them, you feel like you know somebody then that when you're going to go.
So when you're going to go, there's going to be someone that's there that you know.
And it might be that they just need to know where to park. Can they fit the pram in?
Yeah.
And they don't want to turn up and go, I didn't know this wouldn't fit. But I do have the information in all my like booking confirmations and stuff. But you just need that extra little push sometimes.
Yeah, some people do get anxious about it. So I get anxious about it. If I don't know where I'm going, I'd get
you didn't want to go to Manchester, did you?
No.
But you did it and it was amazing.
And I did stand on my own a little bit. But I'm glad I did it as well.
Yeah.
Because then I booked some more courses and I felt really good then.
That's exciting.
And I wasn't going to go up, like, even getting the taxi to Leeds, I were having a meltdown. And Mark's friend at work were like, she stresses a lot, doesn't she? And Mark like,
yeah.
That was nothing. That was like 30%.
Oh.
Yeah. And I were having a meltdown in his work because my taxi won't come in. And I was like, it's a sign. Nobody's come with me. It's snowing. And now my taxi is not going to come on time. I'm going to miss the train and I don't know what to do about the train then. And I was like, it's a sign.
That's overthinking?
Yeah. I overthink everything. I was like, it's a sign. Someone don't want me to go to Manchester because it snowed, there's no taxi, there's no friends. I'm probably going to die on train.
What did you do in your head to do that? Because you actually went. Knowing that you went means you overcame that. So what did you do?
Because I didn't want to let the taxi down when he actually got there and turned around and said, I'm not getting a taxi.
So because another human was involved when he arrived, you couldn't then.
I can't let
you can't back off. Because, okay.
So I had to just do it. And then I ran to my train and I made it. So I felt better then.
But there would have been another train.
I know, but I didn't know if I were allowed on it. I'm not trained. Yeah, I'm not trained yet.
Okay. Trained.
I'm not fully on board with the train.
That's amazing. So I wonder if it might be in my classes, and I like to do this myself as well. Breathing techniques.
Oh yeah.
And some people are like, oh, hairy fairy, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
We're not dancing around a bonfire naked.
Yeah.
We're just
hugging trees.
Yeah, we're just taking
in one
a
with
second.
Nature.
You can do really long ones that help you get to sleep.
Yeah.
Or you can do it with a tape, or you can go on YouTube, or there's ones where you can it's just a few minutes or a few breaths. And anybody listening that might think, please just give it a go. Next time, a bit hot and bothered. It might be bad traffic. It might be you're thinking about things. It might be whatever. And you find that you realise your shoulders are up. You realise you're only breathing into your chest rather than your full belly. Yeah. Take a second, or wait until you can take a second. It might be that you're driving. It might be that you need to get home, sit on the sofa, or go sit on the bed, or lie on the bed. And just, first of all, just take a couple of breaths.
Yeah.
Just, okay, I'm going to do a breathing technique. Bring your attention to your shoulders and make sure they're dropped, because especially as mums, don't you find,
I do that. I'm like,
if your children are little, you've had one on your hip, so your shoulders up, you're cooking, so you're using your arms and your shoulders are up. You think just drop the shoulders. If anybody's watching, I've got my shoulders right up, and just drop them. And I bet somebody listening has got the shoulders up now, or the back's tense. Just drop it.
Yeah.
So we've taken some breaths, and the first thing is just bring your attention to your breath. Notice your own breath at a natural pace, and just stay in that moment for a while, because we want to get rid of that inner dialogue I was talking about earlier. Just for a moment, it gives you a short mental break.
Yeah.
Your shoulders are relaxed. You can feel the chair or bed or mat if you're doing full yoga.
Yeah.
You can feel the chair underneath you. And you can focus on your breath. You can feel it coming in through your mouth, down your throat, into your chest and your tummy, and travelling back out again.
I always forget to do my mouth.
And it can be a different feeling. And the long, slow breaths calm and soothe. And then a very short one is 4 and 8 breathing. It's quite a common one. It's quite popular. It could also be box breathing. You might have seen it on some of the relaxation apps. I've definitely seen it on TV. It gets mentioned a lot. It's not something I've made up. It's something that I use because it's very, it's a good, quick, popular one. Once we are in that state, and you can look down or close your eyes.
Not in the car.
No. Get on the sofa first. And just on your inhale, count to 4. Hold. And then exhale slowly for a count of 8. And again, inhale for a count of 4. As you count, you can see each number as a large soft light inside your mind. And slowly exhale for 8. And repeat that 2 or 3 times.
You
might think, oh, well, whatever.
But
Maybe try it when you get into bed and you put your book down or your phone down. Do that just for a moment so you can notice how your body feels in bed, make sure you're comfortable, and then do that, because imagining each number helps block out
everything
the
else.
chatter that's going on inside. I need to do this tomorrow and I've got that to do. So having something to focus on, noticing your own breath first, then taking it longer and deeper, and counting should push out those breaths. So that's quite a short little thing, just to, even if you've got back-to-back clients, we've got 5 minutes in between, go into your back room, have your drink, drink your water, practice what you preach. Do that, just 2 or 3 rounds. Slow, really fill the belly with the breath, and then slow release. And you'll find the first 2, you can't quite have enough breath to get to 8.
I always find that. I'm like,
but the more you do it, you'll find the longer that gets, so you've filled that whole area with air, and you can breathe out for longer, and then have something to eat. And I bet that feels just as good as having a full half an hour break.
I did it. You did a video once.
I did in France. I think it was that one, because it's quite a short little easy one to do.
And I was getting a little bit anxious, and Mark's really good. My Mark.
Mark with a
K. He's really good at calming me down, and if I do go full panic attack, he knows what to do. And I think they were at Caravan, and I was getting anxious, and Mark like, "You all right?" And I was having a little scroll, and come across your video. And they were like, "Do you want me to help you?" And I was like, "No, Francesca's helping me." And they were like, "You don't find Francesca?" I was like, "No, I'm just..." And it was literally breathing.
I think it was that one.
Yeah.
I remember doing it. I just got ready to go out up to the bar bit in the evening. So I felt nice.
Yeah.
I was a bit tanned, I had a nice dress on. And I thought, I need to keep socials up. Part of being self-employed, it's constant, isn't it?
So before you go for that drink.
Yeah, I know, before I'm a bit a bit fresh. I thought, no, it's calm. I'm by the sea. Let's do a quick breathing technique.
And it really helped me.
That helped. Yeah. It was amazing.
So I know it's hard to, as you say, put yourself first. But I have that minute where you do just breathe. And you do have a minute where kids are downstairs, shut the door on them.
And it sounds mad, doesn't it? To do something so natural, because we're always breathing all the time.
And be better.
Yeah, totally.
And be better for you, and be better for them, and be better all around.
Yeah.
So try it at home.
I think so. Let us know also. And if you're watching this rather than listening, I'm looking at the camera because I'm talking to you now. Let us know if that helps. Let us know if you want more of that, because I've got lots up my sleeve.
Yeah.
And I want to help make you feel relaxed.
What you do as well.
And tell us your problem solving. Exactly. Children struggling to get into school. What's helped you that might help us and help everyone else. We can chat about it. We certainly wouldn't do names or anything like that. If you want to leave comments,
if you want to
keep it
anonymous,
we would love that.
Yeah.
But what I'd also love is the answer to your trivial question
in
the last episode.
Yay.
So what was it? It was hiding snacks.
Where is the most common place to hide a snack as a mum?
Bedside table or glove compartment, I reckon.
Right, so mine was the answer.
Right, is
the vegetable drawer. Or your salad drawer in your fridge.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So my mum does this still to this day. If my
packs
brother's
the carrots and peppers round it.
I don't think my brother will be listening. So my brother's 27. Even now to this day, she hides her treats in the salad drawer because she knows damn well he ain't going in that salad drawer. He will go kids and stuff glance at fridge anyway, don't they? He's not going in that salad drawer. So
mine will eat cherry tomatoes out of it, or if there's any fruit like blueberries and stuff, they'll scoff them.
Yeah, but yeah,
yeah,
back at salad drawer, and that's where I had my stuff behind veg. Yeah, I've got a special little compartment,
secret compartment,
and like I said last week, bedside table. I'd have been there, but that was the answer. The fridge. In the salad drawer, yeah.
Amazing. Have you got another question for us?
Yes. So this week you can Google this, so don't Google it.
I'm not see.
Yeah, no Googling, and I'll tell you the answer next week. How do I say it? What is the most amount of children one woman has had in the Guinness World Book of Records?
Oh wow! So there's the Radford family. Are they on 22? Got to be more than that then, because 40.
Going with 40. I'll tell you next week. Write your answers down. Do not Google it because it is in Google. But yeah, what is the most amount of children one woman has had?
Birthed herself.
Yes.
We're not talking about someone who's gone and adopted.
Oh yeah. She shoved them all out.
Oh my god.
Chopped them out. Yeah.
I get it. I absolutely love being pregnant and love having babies and love all things babies.
Not this many times, though.
But I was just a bit like, oh, you're all right, thanks. 3 is quite enough from one human body.
Yeah. Well, that's not even close.
Oh, that was amazing. I loved our little catch up. Loved that trivia. I might give the salad tray a try.
Yeah.
And chat soon.
Bye. See you soon. Bye.